Hello and welcome back to another video. Indy here, and today we do have a league race from the Lockdown League here, and this is a preseason race at Bathurst and in the GR3 cars. We are in the purple Beetle. We did put it on the pole in qualifying, and we were supposed to have 7, turned out to only be 5 to start the race. So we were actually very quick here, so this is going to be an interesting one to watch, as we have 5 red lights. We have 2, 3, 4, and 5 red lights, and away we go. And the McLaren is going to get a great jump from 3rd. He's going to go split the leaders, and he's going to jump up into the lead as we're going to go into the first corner. And following the McLaren, he's going to have the better top speed, but we do have the better brakes and cornering ability in this Beetle. And there's some live commentary in the background. Hopefully it's not too distracting. But we're going to come up into here. He gets way early on the brakes. We're late on the brakes. And we are going to go up the inside, as you can hear in the commentary. They do have a bit of a contact beside us. So we're going to go up into the top part of the hill. And that is the last of the McLaren we're going to see. We'll skip ahead on to lap 3 here. And this is going to be our fastest lap. So we are going to take a look at it. And we're going through turn 1 in 3rd gear. We're coming up on the first long straight, and the brake point here that I was using was there's a little path just after the 100-meter board where I was braking and going down into 3rd gear. And now through the right-hander, we come up the hill now. You're going to try to hit a little dip off to the left. You let off the gas there, now down into 2nd gear, hugging the inside wall, trying to get the drive off the corner. A bit of a lift going up the hill, just trying to stable the car down. And this section is all
you lot should just give up
commitment, as these corners are much faster than they look if you get them right. And we had a bit of a lift there, a bit of a moment there. But we're going to brake just underneath the sign, now down into 2nd gear through here, and just trying to keep the thing stable. We do slide it a bit there. That is going to kill our tires, really, if we keep doing that. But now down into 2nd gear for the last part of the top of the hill, and now flat out we are going to tap the wall coming onto the back straightaway. That was a bit of a mistake, and as you can hear in the last commentary, nobody was really close together in these early stages of the race here on lap 3. This was around a 30-minute race in total, as this was a 15-lap race. And
but you better bring back at least some good result. Otherwise you're out
coming back into the at the end of the braking just after the 100-meter board down into 3rd gear now. And now here you're looking for the 50-meter board, and we're braking just before it, now down into 3rd gear through the final corner, getting the drive out. And this is going to be a 2:04.6, which was our fastest lap of the race. Skipping ahead to lap 3 here, we're at the top of the hill, and we tap it inside wall. We're going to make a big mistake there, nearly spinning it, but we do keep it on the circuit, and not too much time lost there. But as you can see, the tires are definitely starting to go here on lap 6. We are on the super softs. We're not sure these are actually going to last as long as we thought these were,
because people are going to crash.
So we're coming back onto the long straightaway. We're going to skip ahead here onto lap 7, and we're going to make a very similar mistake, just tapping it into the wall coming up the hill, as we just locked up and kind of slid off the track. Now here is a 3rd clip of a mistake in a row in 3 laps, and we're going to come into the pit lane, and we're carrying way too much speed for that. Hadn't done any practice, and that is going to cost us some time. So now coming into the pit lane, we are going to put on the softs. We were on the super softs. We're going to go to the softs as we have a bit of a longer stint coming up. Probably, in hindsight, should have went onto the mediums. But we are going to come out in 2nd place, as we did have a big enough gap where nobody else really was a threat to challenge our position besides the orange GTR, which is leading the race right now. So we're going to skip ahead to the very next lap. He actually comes out in 1st place, as you can see. my reaction was a bit of a surprise.
I had to put in a lot more
that
fuel.
he was actually coming out in first place, but we were definitely chugging up more fuel than the GTRs and the McLaren were. So we did have to sit in the pit lane just a little bit longer, as now we're going to come up and make a mistake here, and that is going to cost us a 1 second time penalty for cutting the corner. But the leader made a mistake, so we're actually not going to lose any time really, but the leader does not have a penalty. And we are still chasing down here on lap 10. Skip into lap 12. The leader's actually picked himself up a penalty. We're slowly trying to kill ours without killing any time. And the leader's actually going to drive off, and that is going to throw us up back into the lead where we belong, or should belong. And that is going to help us take the lead.
Yeah, so I was driving around.
And up into second gear now. We're going to skip ahead onto lap 13 here. And we make a mistake, get very sideways, and are still going to hang on to the lead. He's closed up. There's just a couple feet between us as we're coming down out of the final section down onto the long straight. The GTR well within our draft, and he's going to get a great run because of it.
Yeah, you can.
So we're going to see what he does. We are going to slide over to the left side of the track, and we're just going to try to defend the inside coming into this corner. The GTR definitely has the run, but we're going to hopefully be able to go later on the brakes in our Beetle, as it does seem to handle better. And no move really there, as the GTR is just barely hanging on. Or we're just barely hanging on over the GTR. He is going to get up alongside of us under the brakes into the final corner, and he's going to try it, but he's going to think better of it as we hold the inside line, still with the lead with just 2 laps to go. We're skipping on to the back straight, and he's going to look to the inside, and there's contact made between the two of us, and he's going to let me back through, as that was his fault, as he did throw it up the inside. We're going to skip ahead now on lap 14 still. Following, we are leading, the GTR right behind us. We're at the top of the hill, starting our descent, coming through the final corner now onto the long back straightaway. And we try to kill some of our penalty, and he's actually going to run into the back of us, and that is going to be my fault, but he is not going to be able to pass us. So now just trying to kill our penalty, just under 2/10 now, with just 1 lap to go. We are still holding on to the lead. We are going to maybe look defensive here. He's not close enough to try a move, so we are going to hang on to the lead. And now coming into the final corners now, with just 1 lap to go. He's going to look to our outside. He's going to try it. We're going to go on the brakes, and we're going to hold the lead, but he is going to get the better run off the corner, as he did just going to try the switchback. He's going to get up along our inside, and he is going to have the inside for this corner, and he's going to take the lead. We're going to try the same switchback move, and it is going to work, so now we're back in the lead. This is great battling for the lead of the race here on the final lap here at Bathurst, and we are going to defend the inside. And it's not going to be enough, as the GTR is just going to go around the outside of us on the straight. We think about maybe trying to move up the inside there. It's not going to work. We're going to fall back into second place. And coming up into here, we're going to come up through the left-hander, up the hill, and we are going to lock up, and we're going to show our loss of grip and put it in the wall. And that is really just going to cost us any shot we may have had at winning this race. So we're going to come through the final corner, and we are going to finish second in the Volkswagen. And that was a great race. Thanks for the actual great racing, as those last couple laps were very, very fun. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and comment below what kind of content you would like to see on this channel. Indopolis, signing out.
Well done, gents.
That was a pretty good race.
Yeah, it was. I wish I had more time. We could have done another one, but I've got it down.